lot of your peers talk about being lonely at school. I was wondering what you thought about that.
Everybody's lonely.
Everybody's lonely?
It's life.
You overcome your obstacles.
Probably venting to my closest friends and talking to my dad. My dad's like my main priority in my life, so, and like him being like my only parent is like something I really take advantage of because I know he's there and he'll always be there, so he's like my go-to person.
So it's important to have a support system, and you have your people, and you know who supports you.
Yeah.
Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Now let's go back.
Getting sick in freshman year, and I'm still sick, but just like going through it and juggling school with like all my doctor's appointments, being sick, not even being able to go to school. That's probably like the biggest obstacle, and I'm still going through it. It's pretty tough, but my friends and my family really make it better, and like I have a really good support system, and I'm one of the lucky ones that like I'm really happy like that I got this instead of someone else, you know, because maybe if someone else got it, they maybe didn't have a good support system, or they didn't have the doctors, you know what I mean, something like that. So like it sucks, but I'm glad like I can handle it because maybe someone else can't handle it, you know what I mean. So yeah.
So what could you offer to the people who don't have the support system you have, and what can you offer them in the school?
Well, I could honestly offer like some advice, or if anyone needs to talk to me, I'm really good at like listening to people and like giving my advice, or like just trying to help them out. So like,
I love talking to people, like, just in general. It's like
yeah,
having a conversation with somebody like I find that interesting, like talking to other people that I don't know. It's like really like talking to them, getting to know them.
and you get to know them, and like it's just like, and I love to help people. So like if I could help anyone in any way, if they need help and they want to talk to me, I'm here for whoever needs to talk, even if like I don't know you, because like I'm friends with everybody. Like, and if anyone wants to be my friend or needs a friend, I'm always there, you know. So yeah.
Y'all give away free hugs?
I always give free hugs, I always
Yeah.
give teachers hugs.
I'm always hugging people, so.
Anything else you want to say to your people? This is your chance to speak, to lift them up.
For me,
Leave with the message. You gotta leave with the message.
so like, I know there's a lot of people out there that feel alone, and for sure I know I feel alone sometimes, especially with everything that's going on in my life with like my illness and stuff, because like what I have is like really rare, and I felt so alone, and I felt like no one understood what was going on in my life. But then I got to meet people with the same illness that I have, and that just showed me like how I'm not alone, how much I'm not alone, and how much more people there is that's going through what I'm going through, or even worse, you know what I mean? So like, no matter how hard you think your life is, you know what I mean? Just like, and no matter how alone you feel like you are, there's always someone there in the world that understands what you're going through, because they could be going through the same thing at the same time, or they went through it and they're doing better now, you know what I mean? So don't feel alone. It's okay to feel alone, but you can't feel alone by yourself. You have to try to reach out there. People aren't going to reach out to you because maybe they don't know how you're feeling. So you have to take the responsibility. If you really want help and you need your voice to be heard, and you want your feelings out there, you need to find someone to talk to, and you need to search for someone, because you can't handle that stuff on your own, and you really do need someone to be there for you. And the best thing you could do is ask for help. Ask your friends for help. Ask a family member for help. Anybody. Someone that you think will help you will help you. You just gotta find them.
Find a goal too. Find a goal is very important. Get your mind off of a lot of things. Makes you focus on something that you want to do. Make sure something that you want to do too.
Keep yourself occupied. Don't spend your time alone. Spend some time with friends, with family. Go play basketball. Go do what you can do, you know? Take advantage of your life as you have it right now.
AJ loves you. Steven loves
Did you
you.
get it?
We all love you.
Steven loves you.
So like drinking and smoking, for example, like I don't do that. I've never done that, and like it's hard. And when you see your friends go down that path, and like knowing that you want to be there for them and like don't let them go that way. I know that they could do better and stuff, but then they're going that way, and it's hard, cause like you don't really hang out with them anymore, so like you lose friends, and like stuff like that. I think that's like really a big struggle with me, and like I try not to think about it a lot, cause it's just like I just try to go do other things to like get my mind off of that stuff. So like I know I'm not gonna do that. Like how I was raised through my parents and stuff. They taught me that you don't want to do that and stuff, that you're not supposed to do that until like way later. And so I always thought about that, and like I never wanted to do it because I seen what I did in my family and stuff, and because my parents were divorced, so like drinking wasn't good. And so I always thought about that, and I never wanted to be like that and like get hurt drinking, driving and stuff, and basically like lose friends and stuff.
What are 3 important things that you would like to leave your peers with?
Not to be a follower. It's okay to like be original and do what you want to do.
Be outstanding, even if you're getting judged for it. Just speak your opinion and don't be afraid to do it. Make friends with anybody. Doesn't matter if they seem like they're the odd ones, or just be a good person and act nice to everybody.
What do you think is the biggest struggle for your peers in this school right now?
Motivation.
Motivation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably that.
Or a goal they want to reach, but like coming to school every day and staying away from drugs and alcohol and all that bad stuff. Social media. Yeah, those are all.
I think people like here kind of have like struggle with is like how to like overcome like sticky situations, like to where that's gonna make them feel horrible and whatnot. And like I feel like they have trouble like coping with that emotion because like the fact it's like probably like one of their first like real experiences, like feeling kind of like depressed and whatnot. And it's kind of hard for high schoolers to like try to like cope with that, especially when you got like work piling up, like part of extracurricular activities and that. So that's what I feel like high school is like having a hard time like dealing with.
Okay. So what advice can you give people who are struggling with those issues right now?
Just take a moment to recollect and reflect upon yourself. Like usually, like when I'm at my lowest times, I usually like have a journal where I just kind of reflect upon myself.
Okay.
And I kept a racing journal for cross country, and like kind of just reflect on my races, and it started to work out because like I would like write down what I could do better in like my other races, and like right after I stopped writing that journal, I hit a season slump to where I just started doing a bit like worse each time.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I think journaling is an excellent way to manage emotions, to organize your life, to release things. If you aren't allowed to, express yourself in public or like have those feelings in public, to write it down and release it, because it's got to go somewhere, right? Everybody has emotions and life isn't always fun, and sometimes it's hard and it messes with your mind, right? You gotta release it. You gotta find a healthy way to let it go, because if you numb it with things that just numb your brain and your body, it's still there, and that pain will deal with you eventually. So I love that you're journaling and that you're releasing that whatever is inside you in your heart to free your spirit, free your mind, and do your best, and it works.
Stepping out of your comfort zone, definitely. I joined the drama team, and I'm friends with people that are like I never thought I'd be friends with, and they're like some of the coolest people to have around. They're so outgoing and positive, and I enjoy having that around me. So I think one of them would be stepping out of your comfort zone for sure. Don't try to shell up. Don't be bashful. Just come out and be alright. I'd probably have to say, being proud of it, knowing where you came from, and being sober, not acting up, having respect. Know that there's a time and place to do things. There's a time and place where you can goof around with your friends, and there's a time and place where you have to be serious. I think that.
If you could give advice to your school right now, what would it be?
Try to participate in everything you can. Stay out of trouble. We have problems with people getting 6 weeks all the time, or people want to fight. It's not cool. People think it's cool. It's not. When you're an upperclassman, you'll realize that the stuff you did freshman year wasn't cool. You're just being a bug more than anything. Try and stay motivated. Keep your head up. Just don't worry you're gonna make mistakes. Just worry about what you can do.
My advice would not trying to fit in, because a lot of people they try to fit in with the cool kids. And they try to. Everybody's a follower, and sometimes the leaders aren't always good. They don't set good examples. So I just tell them to be themselves, their true selves, and be proud of who they are, and don't be ashamed if somebody says something, and if they're supposed to be your friends, then they're not your friends, because they're making fun of you for who you are and who you want to be. So I tell them to just try to be who they are, be proud.
What you do to me, oh, it's what you do to me, what you do to me. Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but just believe me, girl, someday I'll pay the bills with this guitar. We'll have it.
If you feel like you're alone, just change your whole thoughts about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different outlets that I wish I would have taken instead of doing what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff I regret doing. Push people away that cared about me. Push people away, and I wish I just gave them a chance.
Mm-hmm. So how's that affecting you now?
Shit, man, I'm lonely. I ain't got nobody. It's just how it's been my whole life, though. That ain't really nothing new. It's just you gotta do what you gotta do.
Do you feel it's your fault? Do you blame anyone for it?
I just take everything as a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Good or bad. Look at everything and reflect on it. I reflect on a lot of stuff. It's how could I do everything different?
So how do you cope with it?
I just think about it. I don't really I don't tell a lot of people anything. Keep to myself. Pretty much just it.
So what do you want people to take away from this video? Hearing what you had to go through, what do you want them to take away if they're going through it?
Find something that you can open up to. Bottling it up, it's just gonna make you like me. It's gonna get me pissed off every day, mad at everything, mad at the world. And then it's gonna suck when you push them away, because once you finally push them away, you're gonna have nobody. And you go sitting there alone, thinking about, man, I messed up. It's my fault I ain't here.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, last one of my homeboys yesterday,